Hello YouTube friends, it's Megan Tilly here with AM Soaps, and today I'm going to make some bath bombs. And I make my bath bombs with quite a simple recipe. I have my baking soda here and Epsom salts. I'll put them in the order I use them of quantity. I've got baking soda, citric acid, and my Epsom salts, and they are each double the quantity in the recipe. For example, if I use a quarter of a cup of Epsom salts, I use a half cup of citric acid, and then I use 1 cup of baking soda. So it's 2 to 1 and 2 to 1 again. I will also put the recipe in the description box below the video. To wet my dry mixture, I use both the fragrance oil and 91% isopropyl alcohol. And the reason I use alcohol is because I found where I live, if I use water, my bath bombs will detonate before I sell them. They will start to fizz. And witch hazel, I don't use witch hazel because people have allergies to witch hazel. And the alcohol, you use very, very, very little, and it will dissipate in the bath water, so it isn't going to be as if someone is actually having a bath in the rubbing alcohol. It's just used to wet the dry mixture a very little bit so it will stick together in the mold. I've heard comments before of people saying they won't use bath bombs because they had been made with alcohol. However, I think it's a misunderstanding of how much alcohol and the very high percentage, and the fact that once it hits bath water, the alcohol is going to just dissipate. It's not going to mix with the enormous quantity of bath water and be in your bath. Today I'm going to use, so this is my spritzer for my alcohol. Today I'm using these Wilton Candy eyeballs, and this is a trend, a Japanese trend called, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's kawaii, and in Japan they want everything to be cute. So there's a trend to put eyeballs on things, kind of like Shopkins. Have you ever seen Shopkins stuff? Throw an eyeball on anything, 2 eyeballs on anything, and all of a sudden it looks much cuter. So I'm doing that today with bath bombs. And then I will show you after they have cured what happens when you put it in the hot water. First time I made these, I worried the bath bombs that the eyeballs would float around in the tub and be weird. So I'll show you what does happen. I'm going to make emoji poos with eyeballs. Stars with eyeballs. It makes them look kind of like starfish. Ice cream cones with eyeballs. So this is kind of the Shopkins idea of food with faces. And some macaron cookies. I've tried 3 different ways to attach the eyeballs. First is to put them in with the bath bomb during the making of the bath bomb. Kind of hard when they're going to be in the bottom of the mold, but I do my best. Method 2 is to make the bath bomb and then stick the eyeballs on while they're still kind of sticky. The way I make bath bombs in molds, if you take them out too soon, they crack. So that's not a good idea. It's best to leave them in these molds for about 24 hours so they can dry in here, and then when you take them out, they won't crack on you. And method number 3 is I've tried gluing eyeballs on with melt and pour, and it worked. However, it was messy. It wasn't the kind of neat look I wanted. So today I'm going to do the method of making the bath bomb and the eyeballs are in the bathroom at the same time. The stars are easiest because I just put them on the face of the stars. The emoji poo, I'm going to balance them in on the side while I pack the emoji poo. Same with the ice cream cones and the cookies. So first we'll make up the mixture. My fragrance today is Monkey Farts. And it's here, and I use just enough fragrance so you can smell it. Just a few drops of Monkey Farts in each blend. And that is a blend of banana coconut. What else is in there? It's a fruit blend. Banana, coconut, kiwi, strawberry. And I've added a bit of peach because I had some leftover peach fragrance from making a peach soap. So we will start with, here's my measuring cups. You can also do this by weight. I'll start with the 1 cup measuring cup. So 1 cup of baking soda. So here we have exactly 1 cup of baking soda. What is next will be half a cup of the citric acid. It is half the amount of baking soda. I keep my recipe just very simple. Some people get really complicated, and I have found I don't need to get so complicated. Half a cup of my citric acid. And then it's going to be a 1/4 cup of the Epsom sauce. I have my whisk and my alcohol. So I just spritz in, 4 spritzes, stir it up. I will add a spoonful of fragrance. That it is well. And just as a comment, in Canada, you cannot sell bath bombs without first notifying Health Canada that you are selling bath bombs. And when you do your recipe online, it must be by weight. So you need to convert this first to weight. And then after that, when you know your weight and volume amount, like I don't need to weigh this out every time because I've already registered the weight percentage of my mixture. So here I can squeeze and I drop and it doesn't break. So this is a perfect mixture. And I think I'm going to make my ice cream cones with this. I want my ice cream cones to be 4 different colors. So my colorants that I use are Lake colors, and I'll also put the information in the description box. And they are extremely messy. So I'm just going to put a little bit of each color in different corners of this bowl. And I'm not going to show that because I'm going to take off my gloves to do it, and it's a very messy thing. I'll be right back with the colors in the bowl. And a bit of blue. Here's the blue. Orange is in this corner, and red is in this corner. Now, here's my ice cream cone molds. So here I've got two eyeballs. I'm going to place them upside down in the mold where I want them to be in my ice cream cone. Not sure if you can see them. And I'm going to start to add the bath bomb mixture around and over the eyes. Put some blue there and press so they're pressed in place. So here is my mold, and you can see the eyeballs are there. And tomorrow I may need to take a knife and kind of expose them a bit. We'll see how it looks tomorrow. Here are my stars ready to go. Now I'm just going to make the surface of them as flat as I can, because this is now the front. Usually this would be the bottom of the bath bomb, but with the eyeballs being on them, it is the top of the bath bomb. And all I'm going to do is take my eyeballs and press them in like this. And that's just that simple. Make the cookies the same way I made the ice cream cones. However, I only need to do this with 3 of these wafers, because tomorrow I will turn these 6 cavities into 3 cookies. That's top and bottom. So the difference with this is I can't check how they look like I could with the see-through ice cream cone mold. So I'll just do my best here and we'll see how it looks tomorrow. Kind of space my eyeballs apart and press the bath bomb mixture into the mold. That's the bottom, top and bottom. And just so you know, before I use these molds, every time I use them, I clean them with that rubbing alcohol. So they are nice and clean. What is left is the emoji poo. I'm going to put some mixture in the bottom of the mold. The eyeballs are going to go on the side. So I like to make my emoji poos rainbow colored, but for the sake of this test with the eyeballs, I'm just going to make it all orange today. Tomorrow we'll have a look at these. I'll unmold them and then we'll leave it 24 hours more to do the test in water. I'm back now on the next day. So today I'm just going to take these out of the mold. This star mold, by the way, is a Wilton mold. Here we have our bath bomb. The eyeballs stay in. I'll turn it upside down so you can see they don't come out. I like the Wilton molds for bath bombs because they are very tough. So you can get nice straight edges. If this material is too weak, the edges will bulge. They won't be nice and straight like this. The cookies, I'll make the filling later. For now, I'll just take them out of the container. That one can use a bit of touching up, I think, but there's the eyeballs. Oh, that was perfect. So this is a Shopkins kind of concept, having eyeballs on food. So to get these to stick together, all I do is I put a little bit of uncolored, unfragranced bath bomb mixture there. And put the top down and they stick together. This is the ice cream cones. So I just push on these. I bought these off of Etsy. There we go. Now they didn't really work too far below the surface. But if I experiment, I'm sure I can find a way for this to work better. The emoji poos. This is not a Wilton. It says RO brand. Or if it is Wilton, it's different than the others because it's not really that strong of a plastic. However, it does work. That one looks like angry. So what I've concluded is the ones where you have to put these in blind. You're going to need to later on do some touch-up, unless you're very lucky and got them perfect. Now I'm going to let these sit now for 24 hours, and then we'll do the test in water, so you can see what happens to the eyeball part when you drop them into the bathtub. So I'll be back in 24 hours. See you then. Hi everyone, I'm back 24 hours later. Here is one of the ice cream cones, and I'm going to use it for my experiment. I'm going to drop it in this water, in this vase. As it's an experiment, we need to know our parameters. This is tap water. Ooh, at 99 degrees Fahrenheit. What is that in Celsius? Okay, it's not too bad. 37 degrees Celsius. Ooh, I think this is the kind of bath you would put a kid in. My bath would be like twice as hot, but I don't think you do that to children. Okay, so I've poured out the water and here they are on the bottom. So the answer is that they sink and don't dissolve. So we'll drop in this emoji poo. You ready? And here they are in the bottom. So I hope that you enjoyed watching me have some fun with bath bombs today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone. Take care of yourself and take care of all the people around you, and have a good rest of the day today.